We are joined by UFC middleweight champion Luke Rockhold. Luke, congrats on the belts. What I'm hearing was some people call a mild upset.
Mild? Yeah. I don't think it was that big of an upset. Odds were pretty close. You know, that's what I was saying.
That's what I like to say that because I knew we were talking about earlier and like. Wasn't that an upset? And everybody who watches UFC was like, not really, no. Weidman would leave you to believe it was an upset, but aside from that, no. Luke, Super Bowl, what do you think?
The Super Bowl is amazing. I'm like, this is my spot. Bay Area. I'm born and raised right down the street. I'm an hour away, so this is quite the spectacle. I've never seen anything like this.
And you belong here because you didn't bring the belt. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You didn't bring the belt.
I can't bring the belt ever, man. The thing's too heavy.
It's part of your training. It's the cardio.
I'm out of season right now. What can I say? I just came back from New York.
So what? So now that you have 5-game win streak, 5-fight win streak going on.
Yeah.
How's life changed since you actually got that heavy old belt that you don't carry around?
It's still pretty good even without the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, life's good. This is where I see myself, and this is where I wanted to be, and it's good. There's not a lot of lines to wait in. First class lights everywhere, everything. It's a good life. I just came back from New York, comp dinners and everything. It's like it just gets better and cheaper.
We're from New York. Yeah. So tell me this.
I know, boy.
When do I get to watch you knock people out in New York?
You tell me, man. You tell these political people to wake up.
Yeah, it's all over some waiters union or something, right?
Culinary union is killing us. They're just using their political power in New York to hold us down.
How does that happen? How do we live in a world where a culinary union, and I went to culinary arts, stops fighters from fighting? How does that work?
Corruption.
Yeah, fair point.
It is what it is. They want their piece of the pie in Vegas. So if they're not going to get that, they're not going to let them get their piece of the pie in New York. I think they can only hold us back for so long, though. It's only a matter of time before people are going to realize it, and I think it's going to get through. It gets closer and closer every year, and I think at the end of the year, there's a good probability that we're going to make it in.
All right, what happens first? MMA in New York or NFL in Vegas?
I'd like to think in MMA in New York. That's what I'd like to think.
Lucas, we're on this path to UFC 200, which is probably going to be as close as we're ever going to get to a Super Bowl of any other sport. It's going to be absolutely insane. Mm-hmm. Dana White calls you and says, "Hey, you're headlining 199."
Yeah.
Do you hang up the phone? Call me back when it's 200.
Hey, no. I think you got to build it up. You got to build 200 right, and if 199 falls on my doorstep, I'll be gladly to take it. I'm gonna sell. I'll sell 200 with 199,
right?
And I'll sell 99 and that too. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna sell a fight. I guarantee you, if we get 99, it's gonna be a big 99. I promise you that.
Absolutely. That's your storyline, and pardon the term storyline. It's your life. It's your career. It's your fighting. Has been taking the world by storm. Everybody thought Weidman was this one of the next guys that couldn't be beaten, and you did it pretty handily. And looking at you, I feel like you might do it again.
Might have to.
Is that how much credit do you give to the rest of the guys at American Kickboxing Academy? Your boys.
That's what it is. It's an iron sharpens iron world, and I got some of the best guys in the world to train with. Obviously, the best guys. So Cormier is light heavyweight champion, and Kane is former heavyweight champion, which I believe he still is the baddest man on the planet. He just needs a fair shot at it. So I got these big dudes, good wrestling, trying to take my head off every day. So they keep me on my toes and they keep me sharp, and not to mention the whole rest of the staff we got on hand. So it's I train with champions, and that's the difference. Chris trains. He's the big fish in a small pond, and you can only get so good in that environment. So it doesn't matter really who's going to train with, but I'm still going to have to put him back down again next time. No offense out to the East Coast people, because I love the East Coast, but hey,
we're all about a good fight.
That's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing. So I think I actually got Chris Weidman coming up here next again. We'll see all 10% of them, hopefully, just like last time.
Yeah, if you beat him again, what do you think the percentage is going to be? Like, I was only about 3%. My little toe was ready to go, but the rest of me, he couldn't make. He's not here, is he? It's one thing for you to talk. I ain't running far.
Luke,
nowhere to hide.
Luke, that's your training family, but your actual family. Your dad's a professional hoop player. Your brother's a pro surfer. Good genes in that family, huh?
Athletic genes. You know, I always knew I'd find my way somehow, some way. Yeah, my mom's avid tennis player, and my brother had volleyball scholarships. So we all kind of chose a different path, you know. And I've been blessed to have those people in my family. My dad, you know, his professional career. My brother, professional career as a surfer. I seen them, and I rode my brother's coattails, and I seen how they kind of like carried themselves through their careers and what they did, and how they could have been better. You know, how they just didn't commit themselves enough or cut out certain parts of their lives. And so I've learned so much from them, and that's the reason I've gotten to where I am, because I've shut out the rest of my life, and I've dedicated myself more so when I feel like they could have, you know, capitalized.
Luke Rockhold is the UFC middleweight champion, in case you didn't know. Super Bowl going on. You a big football fan or no?
I'm a fan, yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a Niner fan. Didn't work out for us. It's not going to work out for us for a while, seemingly.
I'm a Raiders fan, so I'm in your same. Even though I'm from New York, believe it or not.
Yeah. But you got Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly's coming in now. He's going to rescue the franchise.
Yeah, Chip Kelly. He's coming in. I like the guy. We'll see. But he's I don't know. He says he's not sold on losing Kaepernick.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sold on that idea either. You know, it's I just don't know if he can work for the franchise. He's just he's lacking composure in the pocket. And
right.
You know.
Well, he was good with Harbaugh. I mean, maybe Kelly's the next guy who can be the whisperer and get in his ear.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, they thought Harbaugh was the problem. You know, and obviously wasn't. But I'm rooting for him, man. Trust me. I'm just the team just fell apart last year. It really did. I mean, we lost all our guys.
Everybody left.
Retired and left and gone, and it was really weird. Really, really weird year. So
who's going to win Sunday?
Sunday, it's hard to go against Superman right now.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just. I mean, the whole team has looked so solid. They're just destroying teams, walking through them and blowing them out. Where as good as the Broncos have looked, I think they've capitalized on the others' mistakes thus far, and I just don't see the Panthers making those mistakes. They got every piece of the game. They got the best offense, but their defense is no. They're not lacking in any area, and I just think they can control this game from the start.
Are you going to stay and watch the game, or are you off to go back to training?
I can't miss the Super Bowl in my hometown. You know, this is huge for me. This is awesome. So I got to go to Vegas on Thursday actually, but I'm going to fly back in bright and early Sunday morning. I'm not missing this one.
All right, this is your hometown. I have to say that this is probably the most expensive place I've ever been. Like, where I want to go get a couple beers and a burger and not be broke. Where do I go?
I'm from Santa Cruz, a little way down the way, but San Fran it's an expensive joint here.
Yeah,
it's nice if you can afford it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm wondering if you had to sell the belt to eat dinner. I mean, that's
yeah.
No, you're doing
like
good
I said,
now.
Dinners are comp.
Yeah.
Not us.
Less and less. I don't have to pay for anyone. That's pretty cool.
That's great. Can you take us out? Is that?
Yeah, right. How about the Ubers in New York? Jeez, man.
Yeah, well, we don't even
I
have
must
them
have run up like $1,500 in Ubers over the week.
They won't even put them in Albany yet.
Oh, wow.
I know, like it's crazy.
It's
but
$300 to get from the Prudential Center back to the city for me.
Holy cow!
I was like, what?
All right, I'll stop complaining about San Fran prices. You win.
We
win.
We can
agree that we're all right.
Over there.
We appreciate your time, Luke, and looking forward to you defending that title. And you know, if you want to stop by with it later. I mean, you know, I'm just a little sad. I was kind of looking forward to seeing your belt. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing my belt one day too, but that's a fat thing. You've got yours. I want to see. But congratulations, and whether it's 330 or 100% of Weidman, I wish you the best of luck when you face him again.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Luke Rockhold, the UFC middleweight champion.